What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with a huge mail call. That's right, a huge mail call. We got some goodies in the mail to include this huge Batman key. So if you want to see what I picked up, stay tuned for the video. Now, before we get into all of this comic book goodness, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. So when videos like this one drop ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. Talking about people we appreciate, how about the ever-growing list of channel members, people that are supporting the channel through their monthly membership, whether through YouTube or Patreon or Patreon. And if you want to see what the benefits of doing such a thing would be for you, the links are in the description below. And so I got some cool books today. So don't fast forward to the end, although the end is where the huge book is going to be. Obviously, I picked up some various sundry books and mostly of the eBay variety, but I got some that were also from people in the community. I will say that this one particular big key book is one that if you are a Batman collector, you definitely want. And this book right here, the first one I get, if you're a Batman collector, you would love this as well. So not that the book is not it's not really a big book. It's this one's not in that great of a shape. It is a 35 center, but it is Brave and the Bold number 139. Now, again, this is not in the greatest of shape. Jim Aparo, who, if you're a Batman fan, you know that he did a long run of Batman art. He signed this, as did Bob Kane. So Bob Kane, one of the creators of Batman, is one of the signers of this book. So while this book is not a big book by itself, especially in the condition that it is in, I wanted it for these two signatures. I am actually thinking about getting this pressed and getting this sent in and getting these signatures verified by CBCS, despite the fact that these CBCS still has not come forward with my book and or other books. My other books, at least I know that they're there. They have been checked in, but the one that was done at the Dallas Fan Expo, and it's still not been checked in, even though all it was a reholster, and I was assured that those take no time whatsoever, and as they shouldn't. You're not regrading it, grading it, or pressing it. Is something that definitely takes time. If you can say, hey, look, here's this, bam, boom, go through the deal. So that was not meant to be the first book that I opened up, but it was definitely a big one that I won. I happened to be looking for Bob Kane signatures, came across that one on the cheap with both him and Jim Aparo, another big name for Batman. So I decided to pick that one up. This is a purchase I got off of Whatnot. So I was on vacation and was riding. I wasn't driving as I was going down the road. And Black Cat Comics on Whatnot. I think I purchased from them, if they're the same ones, on Instagram. And they were doing a thing. I said, hey, got any Golden Age Batman? I typically ask that for every auction that I go into, and typically you get no. But they said, no, I got this one right here. It's not in the greatest of shape, but it is a Batman 140. Batman 140. So it was one that I needed. A 10-cent goodie right there. And yeah, there is another one that's marked off the list, folks. Another one marked off the list. And so we'll take a break from Batman for a second as we get to some variety of books from the Cat 60. So Cat 60 Designs, he is on just about every auction that you can find out there. He's on there. He's slinging books. He's even got new books now. So he typically you'll find him giving deals. He'll get the books in. He'll do a deal, and get it cheaper than what you would even at the LCS. So this one is Nice House on the Lake, number 6, the A cover, and then also the B cover. I had this one just came out, I think, this week, and I had waited because I knew I had picked it up from him. Then we got David Nakayama. This is X-Men number something from the current. This is number 2, I think, because the Rogue one was number 1, and this is the one with the. This is the Virgin one, and David Nakayama signed it. Little hero, first David Nakayama signature. So that's pretty good. And then I got Last Ronin number 3. I think that's the A cover, and Ben. Ben Bishop, I think, that is drawing the Last Ronin. Sign that. So those are the ones that I got from him. So those are pretty dope. Pretty dope. First Ben Bishop signature as well. Even on books where everybody else can have it, it's just something about a signature or sketch cover, it makes it a little more variety than nobody has. I guess you could make the argument that then, because some people don't like signatures on their books, you can make the argument that you might be doing yourself a disservice by doing this. Now this, let me see where I got this from before I get too far into it. Okay, this is, I think they call themselves Dollar Comics. They're on Instagram, and or Uber City Comics, $1 comics, $5 comics, and $10 plus comics. So they have several Instagram pages, and look at that, threw me in a little happy there. They had very timely happy, right? Because I was struggling to remember their name, and I have ordered books from them typically or quite often, and I'll go like this just. Claim now. It really depends if I get lucky and catch it when they're posting books, because if I find it later, normally all the stuff that I want has already been gotten by them. But I'll just keep buying. As you can see, they mailed it in a mailer, a thick stack of books, and that's how we roll. A lot of the stuff that I buy from them, I buy to resell. So normally I don't buy stuff. Normally I don't find stuff that I'm buying for myself on there. Normally I'm finding stuff that, okay, they're selling for $1. I could sell for 2 or 3. Throw it in with a bunch of other stuff to divide the cost of shipping, and we're all happy. All right, Justice League number 221. Action Comics 631 with the Phantom Stranger. Action Comics Weekly, Mike Mignola cover, and issue 614. 601 for Action Comics Weekly. And then we got Action Comics 591. A little John Byrne action there. Justice League of America 255. Holds Zatanna on the cover. Justice League of America 201. Green Lantern Corps 202, which is the second issue. Ironically, at the time of this taping, I just got 201 back, which is the first appearance of Kilowog. Green Lantern 156 and 179. 180 and 159. Justice League of America Index number 4. Got some floating heads there. Justice League of America 155. Flash 254. This is a fun cover. It's one I've seen this one before, but this is Action Comics 434. Superman at the dentist. Try extracting those teeth, Doc. You are in for a tough time, aren't you? So we got some good pull tabs. So shout out to them. So this is all stuff that you will see on an auction near you. Justice League of America 237. Green Lantern 123. Super Team Family Giant number 8. Flash 322. Bam. Justice League of America 153. Wonder Woman number 14. This is from the Perez run. Number 5 Wonder Woman from that same run. Action Comics 576. Action Comics 578. 577. Check that out, Steven Spot. Reflection. Let's see. Get these off of here. Action Comics 582. 584. A little John Byrne action there. 581. And 579. So I know a few Superman fans, and they will be happy to get that in the collection on the cheap. So now for the big boy box. That's right, the big boy box has arrived. Again, I purchased this off of eBay. I was watching Torpedo Comics, actually. I knew this book was on my radar. It's one of those ones that got away because it was already pricey when I got back into comics. I was like, maybe I find it. There was other stuff I was looking for more avidly at the time. And so I decided to wait. Wrong decision, and missed out on getting this on a low price. The one that I'm talking about, I saw it at a con, and it was raw, but it was a better grade, I think, than this one is. So I was watching Peanuts, packing Peanuts. Man, come on, people. So I was watching Torpedo Comics, and they put this book up, or a copy of this book up. And they even got them to come off the price, not to where I wanted to, but it was off of their price, and it was still high, which they typically are, which is fine. I mean, people can ask what they want to ask for their books, and I can think it's high. Obviously, other people don't think that they're high because they're in business to sell books, and obviously they sell a lot. Keep the lights on. But it got me to looking. So I started checking out, perusing eBay. I actually sent a offer on this one, which the seller, whether intentionally or not, let it expire. I kind of lean towards not because it took the seller a while before they actually acknowledged that it had shipped. So it was a while before it acknowledged it shipped. And yeah, so this book is one of these books that on a shelf, which is where it's going to go, on my Batman shelf. If you're familiar with my comic corner, you know that my early Batman are on the shelf, which includes a lot of the first Silver Age appearances of these characters. this particular character was not in the Golden Age, whereas you had like the Riddler and Two-Face and Joker, Catwoman, those were in the Golden Age. So those are like priced out of the range of most normal collectors, which I would consider myself among. And so you'll see it denoted for Silver Age appearance. I don't think this one had a Golden Age appearance, but I stand to be corrected. If you know of a Golden Age appearance of this character, let me know in the comments down below. But typically, it will say this on the cover if there will. So this is a CGC 1.0. 1.0. I have CGC 0.5s, so it's not the lowest grade that I have, but it is the lowest grade. I take that back. Our first Poison Ivy is a 0.5, but that's because it was missing the pinup, and CBCS, that's how they do it. Whereas that would have gotten a green label, like a 3.0 from CGC. That's just the way CBCS does it, whatever. But aside from that, this is the lowest Batman big key grade that I have. Well, same thing on the first Man Bat. It's a 0.5, but for that same very reason, missing a page. Which did not know CBCS done that as an aside for Poison Ivy. Shame on me before sending the first Man Bat in to get pressed and sent without checking it first. Shame on me, right? I only paid $1 for it, but still, shame on me. So anyway, I digress. This is a 10 center, 1.0, light tan to off-white pages. The spine of the cover is completely split and it is detached. However, it is complete. So here we go. Batman 121. Booyah! Yes, 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 yes. And from afar, it looks really great. Obviously, it doesn't matter that the cover is attached from the standpoint of I'm not pulling it out to read. It's encapsulated. So Bill Finger and Dave Wood stories, Sheldon Moldoff and Charles Paris art, Kurt Swan and Stan Kai cover, origin and first appearance of Mr. Zero, who later becomes Mr. Freeze in the Detective Comics. I can't remember in it. And then this also has a full page ad for Flash 105. For you Flash DC aficionados, you might know which issue that is, but I'm sure it must be a first appearance of some kind. And yes, and now I'll have the most valuable live trophies in the world, Batman and Robin frozen on blocks of ice, featuring the ice crimes of Mr. Zero. That's right. First appearance. I've exchanged messages. There was one that Elite Comics put up. I think it was like a 2.0, 2.5, 3.0 maybe. That was a pretty decent price. I didn't manage to get it. Let me get that camera to focus back. I didn't manage to snag it before AA Comics, who is also a Batman fan, snagged it. And I think he actually has another copy. I might be wrong about that. But nevertheless, I had reached out to him thinking maybe he would part ways with it because he was selling some of his other books. And he said no. So again, when Torpedo got me out in the mood to pay that kind of money for the Batman book, I went and checked out my options on the Feebay. This was a buy it now price, and so bought it now, and it was said it was done versus waiting to see whether or not I would be able to get it. So that is now the only major Batman villain, aside from Scarface. You can argue, is that a major Batman villain? I don't know. Scarface. I had that book, bought it off a YouTube auction, and then the person, I think, sold it somewhere else. They ghosted me, but that's another story for another day. That's another story for another day. This is Batman 121, folks. Huge Batman key. If you're a Batman guy or not, or gal, it's still a 10 center from 1959. So quite a few years old. Appreciate you for watching this today. Leave me a comment, leave me a like. Let me know what you think of these pickups today. for those mainly Superman books and Green Lantern books that I pick up. Those are ones that you'll see in an auction near you. If you're interested, happen to catch one caught your eye and you said, that's one I've been needing, hit me up on Instagram, Southern Comic Geek, all one word, and we can make a deal. Otherwise, you will see them on a Whatnot or Saturday morning auction. Actually, probably going to start doing some Monday night auctions. We shall see. But hit that bell notification. You won't miss any of that stuff. Until next time, keep reading, keep collecting. Adios.